live from the Mardi Gras city of New Orleans, Louisiana. It's time for another edition of Chao Racing 2017 with Week 17's action. And this is our summer farewell show, paying one last tribute to the 2017 summer season. So here's the man who would like to say his goodbye no matter what time of mood he's in, the host of Chao Racing 2017, Mr. Brandon Shannings. Hello, New Orleans, Louisiana! We're here for a party time, nothing but one last party of the summer. Are you ready to rock and roll? Yes, we are, and they're ready too. And hello, dear fans. Well, this is our summer farewell show. As summer comes to a close, we like to thank all of our fans who participate in our summer events over the course of the past 3 months, and we hope to join in next year for 2018. Right now we got races that are sure to make a party, and we'll get to it right away. First of all, if you've been wondering which countries will be participating in this year's touring chariots, it's been a while, but you're sure coming to the right place, and Paul's going to tell us all about it. Paul, take it away. So, here are the qualifying winners for July, August, and September, invited by independent adjudicator. For July, Netherlands will have the Hoover Baton as the hosting participant, Japan will have J. Doe, Belgium will have Yosan Efric, and Egypt will have Maradua on another chance for her victory. Quite very interesting. For August, we have someone we know in his remarkable 7 consecutive appearances for Russia, while Hungary will have F1 Pond, Kafra will represent Slovakia, and Finago Serb will represent Benin in the first ever tournament and championship appearance. So we'd like to welcome Benin to the roster with us. And finally, for the month of September, Sonia Hadias will once again represent Ecuador, trying to make a grand final return this year. Yasmin Aquino went back to the tournament for the Philippines. Sergio Minjo will represent the Czech Republic. And last but certainly not least, Finland will have the one and only Delta Lamancho. So congratulations to our 12 qualifiers for the month of July, August, and September. Back to you in New Orleans. So with that happy fun in mind, let's get underway with this year's summer farewell show. And Paul, tell us what we have for our first race of the night. Race number 1 will feature Vince Dyson, Alan Holmes, the great Louis Charleston, and Alex Moggeson. Will be held as always on the Emerald course, and we'd like to take this opportunity to welcome the donation charity members who supported both Hurricane Harvey and Hurricane Irma, and you can help donate to the victims of the Hurricane Harvey and Irma by donating to the local website and check it out for more details. So on behalf of everyone here on Chao Racing, welcome to our donation victims of Hurricane Harvey and Irma. So let's get things underway. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a Chao race. Alright, the first 4 participants are on their way towards the rainbow path, making it to the other side, and now heading into the palm trees, trying to party on in the Mardi Gras city of New Orleans. And let's see who will have the upper hand right now. It's going to be Alan Holmes who has command of the lead up in the front. He is winning so far in his first 18 races. Will he finally get a win tonight? We'll find out soon enough. And Vince Dyson's going to be heading for the water. As the first superstar gets beat us on our summer farewell show this year is Alex Moggeson, who has decided to take the bridges, and number 7 pauses for more, so he's better to drop down to last place. He and numbers 2 and 8 are all battling all the way in the back for dear life, trying to stay alive in the competition, as number 2 was Bebus, number 2 at this race, now trying to catch up to Alex Moggeson. Right now it is Vince Dyson who got the lead from winless Alan Holmes. Looks like he might not be able to get a win this season, or high doubting this week. Anyway, next appearance will be made by number 1, who clearly dominates over the 4 Civic Chao and Alex Moggeson. Numbers 2 and 7 are battling and getting left behind. But number 8 is the real deal, who is way behind. But let's head over to up in the front. It is Bruce Charleston, the great Bruce Charleston, will get the next command spears. Alec Parkinson, meanwhile, is trying desperately to catch up to the crowd. He might need a couple of spears, and I mean good ones, if he wants to get back on this one. And this is one of them. Will we get number 1? We'll balance it up as he balances number 1. Who and number 7 still way behind. But numbers 2 and 8 are the real deal, who are way behind. They are both battling for delight. Which one got the next speed race? It is number 2, that's who, making his second speed race. And that will lead number 8 left behind in dust all the way last place. And back of it fine, Aaron Holmes and Bruce Charleston are going to rest. That means Vince Stapleton will have re-command of the lead for the second time in this race, as the great Bruce Charleston gets the next command speed race, as he battles with Aaron Holmes and Vince Stapleton heading into the home section. Numbers 2 and 8 are desperately getting left behind, climbing on the wall. And who got the next speed race? It is number 1. That makes his second speed race. And he regains the lead over the 4 Silver Chao. Right now, back in the front, it looks like Bruce Charleston is going to finally get win number 2 after 18 weeks. As Alex Markinson takes the next speed race, Bruce Charleston is finally going to celebrate his second victory of the season. The great Bruce Charleston wins win number 2 of his 2017 season. He finally gets a win tonight, folks, as number 8 will close out the speed race. And number 2 is getting all alone. Alright, so Bruce Charleston, after many great losses, now gets a win on the board. That's right, we're just getting started. We'll be right back with more after the break. Alright, Paul, let's step one up race number 2 of our summer farewell show. Yes, it will feature Chris Vanacos, Chao Pickles, Bobby K, and Benny Mullen. All prepped up and ready to go, so let's get to it. Please start the race. And it looks like number 7 scored rest, so he will be left behind in the crowd. Right now, all 4 superstars are rapidly approaching the Padres where they bring down that coconut shaped fruit. As the fans are on their feet for our 48 superstars with each and every race here in New Orleans, Louisiana this week in part of our summer farewell show. And to donate victims of hurricanes Harvey and Irma. And our defending champion Chao Pickles is going to have command of the lead, following in a close second by Chris Vanacos, who's trying to get back on the right track in the 2017 season. And Chao and Chris are both heading for the water, as number 7 wins the only toss for this race, trying to stay alive with one of the bridges. Numbers 1, they are also taking the bridges, while number 2 is heading for the water, trying to regain some ground and getting back on the right track at the current moment. And who will get speed race number 2 in this race? We'll find out in just a moment from now. And here it is. It is the Metro Cowboy, Benny Mullen, who will get speed race number 2 in this race, as he catches up to the other opponents in a hurry. Right now, numbers 1 and 8 over at the bridges are getting left behind in the back. Both numbers 1 and 8 are getting left behind for sure. And number 1 taunts forward as the next speed race, as we pass the 1 minute mark. Next speed race will be made by the Bomber Maker himself. Bobby K got our next command speed race. And it's going to be a showdown down to the ages as we approach the sapphire portion of the course. And Chao Pickles is scored, so it's better to drop down to 4th place. The Cowboy Benny Mullen has commandingly up in front with Bobby K and Chris Vanacos rapidly catching up to him as the Metal Fusionist Chao Pickles, the champ, takes the next command speed race, and he's back in this one. Meanwhile, number 8 Pons is Mullen all the way in the back, and he's going to be left behind in the competition all the way in the back. I don't think he'll get speed race every now and then. Next speed race belongs to number 2, who leaves number 1 in the dust for 7th. And there goes Chris Vanacos with all his strength and power. He now has command up in the front, and he's scoreless. Just better. Anyway, who got the next speed race? It is number 1, trying to get back to number 2. And down goes number 8. That's going to cost us Aaron Snatch. Maybe a boo-boo or 2. Anyway, he's getting left behind the competition as he quietly catches up with the wall. As number 2 will get another turn, that makes his second speed race. And look at that, he now dominates over the 4 Silver Chao in the middle of the pack. And guess what, fans? Chris Vanacos is going to celebrate another easy victory. Well, that's why it's another time for Chao Pickles. As number 8 will have the next command speed race, trying desperately to get back in this one. Chris Vanacos is our Sunshine as he gets another 5 victory over the male fusionist Chao Pickles. So he's back on the right track in his 2017 season, trying desperately to come back next month. As number 7 will get the next command experience, and I do believe that is going to be it for this race, as number 8 is getting left behind of the competition, like always. That is indeed it. So Chris Vanakos can celebrate. He got a sunshine today, but will reign for him for the rest of the season? We'll find out at the end of the season. Back in a bit, do not go away. Alright, Paul, next one up. Race number 3 will feature Kyle Richmond, the former Blackfire Williamson, the son of License to Drive and one half of our tag team champion out here Jr., and Howard Miller of the Miller Traders. Howard Miller has done pretty well during the last couple of races. He is at 500 at a Cowboy. A win tonight will make him his 10th win of the season, and he'll be above 500 for the first time this season. Let's see if he can make it happen tonight. Everyone's on the clock, and let's rock this place! And there goes Howard Miller busting down the line. Number 2 is snoozing all the way in the back. And this one should be an exciting one for the fans here in New Orleans, spending a time with us on a summer farewell show. Right now, Howard Miller is dancing to the beat after eating the coconut shaped fruit. Get a little dance, and then he'll be on our way again. And there he goes, busting down the line. He's going to have full control of this race up in the front. And it looks like Kyle Leachman is heading for the water. As the first superstar to get speed bus is the former Blackfire himself, Williamson, who's also heading for the water, along with Al here Jr., the son of License to Drive. And Howard Miller is speeding down the line, regaining control of the lead. As number 1, who wakes up from his nap, takes speed bus number 2 of this race, now battling with number 8 for 6th place. Number 2 is in last place. He is in dead meat at the Cowboy, trying to gain some ground in the competition. Oh, and down goes number 8. That's going to cause some serious damage. Anyway, out here Jr. will have the turn now battling with number 7 in 5th place. And right now, Howard Miller is safely in the lead, with the former Blackfire Williamson guarding Kyle Richmond for an easy 2nd place up in the front. As we head back into Al here Jr., the son of License to Drive. He is one half of our tag team champion, as you all probably know. Meanwhile, numbers 2 and 8 are getting left behind in the competition. Number 1 is also left behind, but I don't think either one will get experience every now and then. Next experience belongs to Kyle Richmond, who maintained 2nd place in the competition. Howard Miller back up in front, has reached the top of the wall, and now he's passing the waterfall. He should hold on to the competition easily. Who got next speed bus? It's number 1. That makes his 2nd speed bus race. And numbers 2 and 8 are getting left behind, battling for survival. And that's that. They're going to hit the wall. And it looks like Williamson will get number 10, making his 2nd speed bus race. But Howard Miller has this race all wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. No one is going to catch up to Howard Miller in a hurry. He's going to get to the finish line first. The urban farmer Howard Miller does it again, as Albion Jr. will get a number 10, making his first race. So now Howard Miller is above 500 with 10 wins and 9 losses. He's done pretty well, alright, and we have just enough time for one more speed bus at this race, and it will be made by number 8, who is number 2 in the dust. So Howard Miller now 10-9 is above 500 for the first time this season. That's right, if he keeps it up, he'll eventually make the playoffs. We'll soon know. Coming up, we got more science for you, but first, have a look at this. Okay, welcome back to Chao Racing. Who do we have next, Paul? Race number 4 will feature the License to Drive out here in Senior, currently leading the 48 Chao at 12 and 6. Tonight, she'll be taking on the Steel Curtain Aaron Miller, Richard Hasselhoff, and Hunter Brown. Let's see what happens in this exciting go-around on this week. Please start the race! And it looks like Hunter Brown's the rest. That means out here in Senior, Aaron Miller and Richard Hasselhoff will have control over the opening edge. Out here in Senior trying desperately to catch up to Richard Hasselhoff and the Steel Curtain Aaron Miller, who are shaking the palm trees in the Cameron to bring down that coconut shaped fruit, and now they're going to eat the fruit. And there goes Aaron Miller. He's going to lead the 8 Chao at the current moment over Richard Hasselhoff. Here and Senior catching up to them. What's going to happen in this race? We'll find out soon enough. As the first superstar gets speed bus is number 1. That was a monstrous speed bus. Great speed bus to start things off. And he's still in the game. And right now a couple Super Chao along with Hunter Brown are getting left behind. And number 8 is Squirreless. Better to drop down to last place over the competition all the way in the back. As he will get speed bus number 2 of this race, trying desperately to get back in this one. He is a lot more help than that, don't you think? Anyway, the steel cutter Aaron Miller is leading over Richard Hasselhoff as they make their way to the top hill, and soon they will approach the sapphire portion of the course as number 7, who also needed some serious catching up to do, will have the next command speed bus, trying to hold on out here Senior and Hunter Brown for 5th place at the category. Number 8 is getting left behind as we pass the 1 minute mark. Got the next speed bus? It's number 8. That makes his 2nd speed bus of the race. He really needed that help. But he needs a lot more help than that to stay in the game. Will we get some more help? We'll find out soon enough. Meanwhile, Aaron Miller is getting tailgated by Richard Hasselhoff. Aaron and Richard are battling neck to neck to come on, and we'll find out which one will prevail in the only one. Unless Ali and Cena can prevail, as he will get the next command speed bus. He wants to have revenge from Aaron Miller and Richard Hasselhoff. I know his power should give him back in this one. Will he make it all the way into 1st place? We'll find out soon enough. Next speed bus belongs to number 8. As Hunter Brown also using his mighty powers to get back in this one. Number 8 is getting left behind in the competition. As the next speed bus will be made by Ali and Senior. Looks like Ali and Senior might get another win on the board. The other 3 Chao tried desperately to catch up, but I do believe it's going to be Ali and Senior who's going to hold off the lead over the steel cutter Aaron Miller. Yep, he's finally going to get a win as Richard Hasselhoff takes another speed bus. Ali and Senior tallies up a win after a couple weeks. He now has 13 wins of his 19 races so far this week. Richard Hasselhoff came in 2nd, and Aaron Miller will come in 3rd place. And that is going to do it. No more speed bus for this race. So out here, Senior rebounded from previous losses to improve to 13 and 6. That's right. He might have a 2-win lead later on in the week, and his bonus segment coming up did not go away. Alright, time for the next race. Race number 5 will feature Rusty Williamson, the policeman, Donald Reddings, ran one short day of the Lucky the Irish, and Norman Finer, who won the World Championship back in 2010. Let's see who will be fortunate enough to win this one. Best of luck to the next 4 players. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race. Here we go. The next 4 superstars are off and running in hopes of making the playoffs or coming back for a 2018 season next year. As the 4 Chao make their way towards the palm trees, and Rusty Williamson taunts for a moment. Right on the other 3 Chao are going to eat the fruit, and there goes Van Shorter. He's going to have commandingly up in the front, but watch for Donald Redding's swimming ability. That's the key to his every race with Donald Reddings in this one. Right now, Van Shorter is going to be heading for the water. As the first superstar to get speed bus is number 2, and look at that, number 8 is going to wrestle. He's going to lead number 2 in the dust. Right now, numbers 1 and 7 are getting left behind as they both push the water. Now they're trying to gain the ground over at the water. As speed bus number 2 of this race will be made by none other than number 8, who's trying to catch up with number 2 over at the bridges, fighting for dear life. Right now it is Roman Finer and Van Shorter, the Lucky the Irish, who are neck to neck, closing in on each other, heading into the sapphire portion of the course, as number 1 gets a turn now, leaving numbers 2 and 8 in the dust. Numbers 2 and 8 are getting left behind by number 1 after his speed bus. We passed the 1 minute mark of this deciding race, and which one of them will get the next command speed bus? Who will have the next command speed bus? It's going to be the crime bus policeman. That's who. Rusty Williamson gets the next turn, trying to hold on Donald Reddings for 3rd place at the back. Meanwhile, Van Shorter seems like he's winning over Norman Finer, the 2010 World Champion at the current one. What's going to happen when the 4 Chao approach the home stretch? We'll find out soon enough. Next previous belongs to number 1, and look at that. He can't forget about being tailgated by number 2 and 8 that time around. He is leading number 2 and 8 left behind for the second time in this race. Which one will get the next speed bus at least? It's going to be number 2 who gets it. That makes it second previous race. And back up in front, Van Shorte and Rusty Williamson. Currently battling for the lead up in the front. Roman Final and Don Reddings are trying desperately to make a last minute statement as they approach the home stretch. And who will get the next one? It's going to be number 8 who gets it, making his second speed bus of the race. Now trying desperately to catch up to number 7. And I think number 8 is going to mess you up, so he's going to be dropped down in the last place on the competition. As Donald Reddings with his swimming strategy prevails over the opponents. As number 1 will close on the speed race. Donald Reddings made it impossible. I knew that Key would be swimming with this race. It always has to be swimming on with the 2017 season, and thus it pays off again. That's right, coming up we got more SIH for you, but first have a look at this. And we'll be halfway through our summer farewell show after race number 6. And it will feature what? Race number 6 will feature Luke Green, Ryan Christian, Walter Quigston, and Oliver J. Upton, Slim Jim Oliver J. Upton from New License of Destiny. The players are lined up and ready to go, so without further ado, let's have a showers. And it looks like O.J. Upton is going to rest. And now Walter Quigston is going to rest. So it's Luke Green versus Ryan Christian who are battling up in the front. Which one will gain the upper hand after they eat the fruit? We'll soon know. Right now the 2 Chao are ready to eat the fruit. There we go, right now. And there goes Luke Green. Ryan Christian decides to dance to the beat. So Luke Green will have the upper hand of the 4 Chao at the current moment. And what will Luke Green be doing? It looks like he's going to be heading for the water. As number 2, who is way behind in the competition, when stealing toss for this race, he needs a lot more help than that. O.J. Upton and Ryan Christian, along with a couple of silver Chao, all are heading for the water as well. Right now, O.J. Upton is trying desperately to get back in this one. As speed race number 2 in this race will be made by Walter Quigston. As he tries desperately to have enough speed to get back in this one. Luke Green currently dominates in the lead up in the front. Can anyone spoil Luke Green from getting his 10th win of the season? We'll find out soon enough. Who got the next speed rise? It is number 7. He is way behind in the competition. I think he needs some more help. But look at this. Ryan Christian is going to rest. So number 7 will have a little bit of catching up to do. That means Ryan Christian will have to drop down to 7th place. Now he's trying desperately to get back in this one. Which will get the next command speed rise. We're about to find out right now. It is O.J. Upton, Slim Jim himself, who gets the next command speed rise. Uh-oh, he wants revenge over Luke Green. He wants to spoil Luke Green's party. Can Luke Green prevent O.J. Upton from making the pass? We'll find out soon enough. Next speed rise belongs to number 7. That makes it the second speed rise of the race. Now gaining momentum over the force with Chao and Ryan Christian in the middle of the pack. Right now, the Silver Chao and Ryan Christian are coming up the wall. And back in front, it is O.J. Upton who gets the number 10. That makes it the second speed of space. And he's going to rest, trying to get some attention here. And now Luke Green is going to rest. And Walter Quigston pauses for a moment. That means Ryan Christian will be catching up a little bit. And who will get the next command speed buzz? We're about to find out right now. It is going to be number 1 who gets it. And now he's trying to lead over the 4 Silver Chao in the back. Right now, number 20 are getting left behind. And number 2 transform one, trying to get some attention. As number 7 gets the number 10, making his first speed rest of the race, it looks like O.J. Upton's going to hold up Luke Green for the victory. O.J. Upton is the winner. He spoils Luke Green's attempt at a 10th win this season. Great job by O.J. Upton. So Slim Jim is back in this one as number 7 is better to close this one out with back to max BS. And that was enough to take the lead over the 4 Silver Chao after being left behind in the competition. So O.J. Upton leads us to halftime. That's right, and we'll present the second half of Week 17 after we present a award from this. there you are. Now we can continue with our summer farewell show here in New Orleans. Paul, who do we have next? Okay, race number 7 will feature the 2015 License License Champion David Howley, Big Jerry Tommy Days, Thomas Linglander, the Thick Man, and the Prototype Wizard, one half of the Classic Go-Getters. He is Chris Schneider. The players in the lineup are ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a Chao race! Alright, so who will prepare this time? We'll find out soon enough. Those for Chao are rushing through the rainbow path. And now they're approaching the palm trees at the current moment. And it looks like Tommy Days and Thomas Linklater are pausing for a moment. And it looks like David Howley is dancing to the... And so is Chris Schneider and Tommy Days. And there goes Thomas Linklater. He's going to have the upper hand of the Ford Chao at the current moment, with number 7 in first place at the current moment. And number 7 is going to mess, as Thomas Linklater is heading for the water. And Chris Schneider will have control of the first opening toss of the second half of Week 17 here on our Summer Farewell Show in New Orleans, Louisiana. The Prototype Wizard got the opening toss this time around. And number 8, who's getting left behind in the competition, is swimming like daylight, trying to gain some ground over the competition. Who's going to get speed race number 2 in this race? It's going to be made by the Big Jerry himself, Tommy Days, who's trying to make a comeback over Thomas Linklater. Right now, David Howley leads over Thomas Linklater at the current moment. But anything can happen in Chao Racing Universe. That's what we say each and every week here in the 2017 season and beyond. As number 1, we'll get the next command speeders trying to lean over the force of Chao along with Chris Schneider. Chris Schneider is getting left behind. Number 7 is getting left behind as well. And number 2, Torrance Fall Boy, trying to get some attention here. As he will get the next command speeders. Trying to hold on number 7 for D-Life. Meanwhile, David Howley and Tommy Days are battling neck to neck against each other. Thomas Linklater also wants to join along. Which one will get the engine home stretch? We'll find out soon enough. Next speeders belongs to the Prototype Wizard, Chris Schneider. That makes his second speeders race, but he's going to rest. So I do believe he's going to get another turn, because he's going to drop down in the last place. And down goes numbers 2 and 7. That's going to cause serious damage. And yes, indeed, Chris Schneider does get back-to-back speed bursts. That makes his first speed burst in the race. Meanwhile, Tommy Days seems to have the lead over Thomas Linklater to come on. He's trying to defend the lead so that he can win another step closer. We'll see what happens in the real one. But let's head back to Chris Schneider, the Prototype Wizard, and now he leads the youngster Chao in the dust. But there's always next time if he wants to get his 10th win of the season. I highly doubt he's going to get a win. And Tommy Days has his race all around the ladies and gentlemen. He keeps the lead over Thomas Linklater and David Howley. As number 7 takes the next command speeders, Big Jerry Tommy Days holds off Thomas Linklater and David Howley to secure the win. Great job by Tommy Days. And number 2 has no hope for surviving whatsoever, as number 7 is better to close this one out with back to max speeders. That makes 2 in a row by 2 in a row for Chris Schneider and number 7. And Big Jerry Tommy Days is now one step closer to what's coming out next season. That's right, we'll be right back after these messages, so stay tuned. Alright, let's simple it up. Race number 8. You got it, Paul. Race number 8 will feature the next Jerry Superstar and the upper half of the Classic Go-Getters on Antonio Bennett. He'll be taking on Eric Crosby, Garrett Dayton, the Gunner Star Master, and Glenn Murray. A win by Glenn Murray will make him the sole possession of second place, since Chao lost once again earlier in the show. So let's see if we can make it happen. Everyone is on the clock, and we start the race. Here we go. And Glenn Murray is for the best. That means Antonio Bennett, Garrett Crosby, and Garrett Dayton will have the opening edge. But watch out for Glenn Murray's swimming ability later on in the race. That's going to be a major factor in this race. Right now, Antonio, Eric, and Garrett are chicken the palm trees, and now they're going to eat the fruit. And there goes Garrett Dayton and Eric Crosby. These two chaps will be battling for the lead up in the front, as the first superstar against Peepers is number 1, who's trying to lead over the fourth to Chao and Glenn Murray. and Glenn Murray wants to dancing into the race, so he's going to have a lot of catching up to do. If he takes the water, he might have a chance of getting back in this one, and he will take the water. So now he'll be off and running, and there he goes. As speed bus number 2 in this race, we're made by number 7, who is way behind on one of the bushes, trying desperately to catch up. Glenn Murray is trying to have revenge after being left behind. Garrett Dayton currently leads over Antonio Bennett, but that could change if Glenn Murray catches up to him in a hurry. As we head back into number 7, who leads point number 2 left behind in the dust. We're passing the 1 minute mark, and point number 2 is getting left behind on the competition all the way in the back. We'll get the next command of speed bus. We're about to find out right now. It's Eric Crosby, the Chao Outlaw, who will get the next command of speed bus, trying desperately to catch up with the others in a hurry. Looks like Glenn Murray wants a serious revenge ahead of Garrett Dayton and Antonio Bennett. Will it make it happen? We'll find out soon enough. Next boost belongs to number 7. That makes his first speed boost in the race. And point number 2 still really needs some help. He's getting left behind like usual. He needs a couple of speed busts if he wants to get back in a hunt to stay alive in the game, but oh, too bad. So sad. We're heading into the next generation superstar, Antonio Bennett. Here he gets the next 10 minutes speed bus. And look at that. The next generation superstar, Antonio Bennett, will have command of the lead because Garrett Dayton and Glenn Murray are both going to rest. As Garrett Dayton will have the next command speed bus. Right now it is Antonio Bennett who leads, but here comes Glenn Murray. He's swimming like crazy. He found revenge. He's running away from the competition as Eric Crosby takes the next speed bus. Glenn Murray holds out the competition with his swimming ability. So now he has the sole position on second place with 12 and 7. What a deal! As number 2 will close on the speed bus race, trying desperately to lead number 7 in the dust. And that's going to do it for this race. So despite being left behind early on, Glenn Murray made a statement at the very end. That's like swimming paying off again, and the sports center coming up did not go away. Alright, welcome back from our commercial break. Who do we have next, Paul? Race number 9 will feature Vicky Nelson on the Go-Getters 2.0, Dave Miller, the Miller Traders, Evan Chandingo, and Nick Saiwan. Dave, Evan, and Nick all really needed wins desperately if they want to get back in next season. Let's see if one of them can make it happen. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the burns! Alright, so let's see who will be the next win of the Summer Farewell Show this year here in New Orleans, the home of Mardi Gras and the home of Pelicans, and all sorts of good teams heading it out, like Tulane Green Wave, who also plays in the Louisiana Superdome. And right now we're heading into Chao Racing Pond here, and it looks like Biggie Nelson is dancing for the lead. And there goes Dave Miller, Evan Chandingo, and Nick Saiwan. They're all battling for the lead, and Evan Chandingo will score the rest. That means Dave Miller and Nick Saiwan will have full control of battling for the lead up in the front, as the first superstar against beat is Vicky Nelson of the Go-Getters 2.0. He's trying desperately to catch up to the crowd, and it looks like Evan Chandingo is also trying to catch up as they all approach the water, with Dave Miller in the lead over the Ford Chao right now, as speed bus number 2 in this race will be made by number 7. He's getting left behind the competition. But right now it is numbers 1 and 8 who are way behind in the competition, with number 8 in dead meat trailing number 1 for dear life. We'll get the next command speed bus. It is Evan Chandingo, who's now trying to catch up to Nick Saiwan for second place. Dave Miller currently has the lead heading into the Sapphire portion of the course. We passed the 1 minute mark of this time race, and you can bet your bond dollar that all of our Chao races here in this season will be an exciting one. At least a couple would be as that. And who will get the next command speed bus? It is Ricky Nelson. That makes his experience race, and he is catching up to Dave Miller in a hurry. And meanwhile, back in the back, looks like numbers 1 and 8 are getting left behind in competition, and number 1 will have an next command speed bus after pausing for a moment, trying to get back in this one. And back up in front, Dave Miller and Ricky Nelson are battling for the lead up in the front. Which one of them will prevail in the whole stretch? We'll find out soon enough. next speeders belongs to number 7. That makes it second speeders of the race. Now it's trying to lead numbers 1 and 8 in the dust for the second time in this race. And who's going to get the next one? It is going to be Nick Simon who gets it after taking a rest for a while. Now trying one last effort to stay alive. But I do believe Dave Miller is going to hold on easily by a couple of feet. Yep, he's going to leave Ricky Nelson a lot of room to spare. And who will get the next command speeders? It is number 8, who desperately needs to catching up every now and then. And it looks like Dave Miller has this race all wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Miller is our winner. That was pure domination by the way it looks at it. Great job. And number 2 will get the next command speeders. He can forget about the tailgate by the other Chao. Number 1 can just forget about this race he's going home. And that's going to do it for this race. So Dave Miller moves one step closer towards making the cut for the 2018 roster. That's right, but we're not done yet. We'll present the rest of the races in a moment. But first, have a look at this. Alright, we still have a couple more races left to get through. That's right, race number 10 will feature Kenny Days with the Days Brothers, John Miller, Gary Coles, and Gordon Lambert. Yes, Glenn Miller won the race, but there was another superstar who was also 11 and 7. That's Gary Coles. We'll see what happens in the run. And this one will feature the Gordon Chows that are going to need a lot of effort to beat those Gordon Chows. Alright, let's set our down to the field once again, and it's best of luck to the next 4 players on a quest for the title, or coming back next season. Who runs it for you? Please start the race! And it looks like John Miller is going to rest. So let's watch Kenny, Gary, and Gordon. These 3 will have control of the opening edge, but which one of them will pay off in the early run or not, we'll find out soon enough. Right on the free chair, I'm going to shake the palm trees. There they are, they're shaking the palm trees down. And now they're going to eat the food. There they are. Who will have command and lead? It is going to be Kenny Days who will have command and lead up in the front, following by Gary Coles, who is right on their tail, as number 2 wins the winning toss this time around. He's better take bridges, and right now Kenny Days is heading for the water. Looks like John Miller and Gary Coles are also heading for the water at the current moment. As Beaver's number 2 in this race, winning made by number 7, who is fighting over Gordon Lambert over at the bridges. By now it is Kenny Days who has come in heavily up in front, with number 8 and number 1 right on their tail, battling for second place. Who will get the next command Beavers? It is going to be John Miller who gets it. Now trying desperately to get back in this one, battling with number 1 for third place. And right now, guess who's getting left behind? It's Gordon Lambert, that's who. He's going to need a couple of speeders, and I mean good ones, if he wants to get back in this one. And this is the first of them. Will we get some more? We'll find out soon enough. Meanwhile, it looks like number 8 has control of the lead, with John Miller beating out Kenny Days with the best position so far in second place. Let's see what happens when they get to the home stretch later on in the race. Back to Gordon Lambert we go. He was way behind for a while, but now he's passing numbers 2 and 7, who are getting left behind the competition, with number 2 getting last place behind number 7. Who will get the next command speeders is number 1 who gets it. Now trying to get third place over Kenny Days to come win. Right now number 8 is trying to defend the lead over John Miller at the current moment. And it looks like number 8 is going to rest. As John Miller takes the lead away from number 8 and will have the next command speeders. So now he might have an easy victory over number 8. He's going to lead the competition in the dust. And who will get the next command speeders? It is Gary Coles. But I don't think he'll make it all the way to first place. John Miller should hold on easily ahead of number 8 by a couple of feet. Yep, he is going to win this one easily. He leads the competition in the dust. As Gordon Lambert takes another time making his first US race, John Miller is a winner of race number 10. He's back in this one towards coming back next season. Let's hope the future holds bright for John Miller. What a deal. And we have just enough time for one more viewers on this race, and it will be made by number 7, who is way behind in the competition, just as I expected. Alright, John Miller, you did pretty well. Get plenty of rest because you are the winner. That's why I will present the best of week 17's action after we hear word from this. Alright, next race up please. Race number 11 will feature Chuck Dixon, Rusty Instant Replay Jackington, Steve Wingman, and Frank from on top. And coming up in the next segment, will Jeff Harris have another successful main event? We'll see now as he takes on 3 library opponents, including one of the other opponents who won Superstar Week previously. That is coming in later on. Well, let's see what happens in this race. Please start the race. Alright, so this is the precursor to the main event for our Summer Farewell show. And it's been an exciting one so far for our 48 men's division superstars so far. Right now on the floor, Joe got eat through, and it looks like Chuck Dixon is pausing for a moment, trying to get some attention here. Right on the 3, Chao going to eat it through, and who's going to have command of the lead up in front? It's going to be Steve Wingman who's going to have command of the lead, because the other 2 Chao are dancing to the beat. And who got the winning toss this time around? It is going to be made by none other than Chuck Dixon, who gets it. As Steve Wingman flies down the water, Chuck Dixon got the only toss, and right now number Saturday are getting left behind in the competition all the way in the match. Which member will be heading towards the water? It's going to be number 7 who's going to be heading for the water, as Beavis number 2 in this race will be made by number 2, who's trying to hold on Chuck Dixon over the bridges. Right now it is Steve Wingman trying to get another one closer towards at least coming back next year for 2018. And who got the next BS is Rusty Instant Replay Jackington. And there he goes, flying down the aisle. So he got enough help. And now he jumps up into place or 2 thanks to that flying ability. Right now, number 8 really needs to get a lot of speed bus. And I mean now, we passed the 1 minute mark in this exciting race. And who will get the next command speed bus? It is number 2. That's Sue, who's trying to lead the others in 4th place. Meanwhile, Steve Wingman is comfortably ahead of his opponents right now. I do believe he's going to get an easy victory. Possibly a landslide affair. We'll find out soon enough. Next this belongs to Chuck Dixon, who is trying to catch up to number 7 in a hurry. Right now, number 8 is getting left behind on the competition all the way to that. He needs a couple of speed bumps if he wants to get back in this one. But who really got the next command of the speed bus? It's going to be made by number 2, that's 1. As he dominates 3rd place with the rest of that. Number 1 Curry leads over 4-7 Chao in 2nd place. And Steve Wingman is heading for the water. No one's going to catch up to Iron's fabulous boy in a hurry. As we head back into number 2. And look at that. He now leads on the 4-7 Chao because number 1 is Gross. And Steve Wingman is swimming like crazy as he wins this one. What an incredible swimming ability to win by a landslide. As number 7 will get the next command because try to leave Rusty Eastwood and get Jackington in the dust. And right now number 8 has no hope for surviving whatsoever. He is getting left behind the competition. And number 7 will get back to back because that makes 2 in a row by 2 in a row for numbers 2 and 7 respectively. Number 2 will come in 2nd place, and Rusty Eastwood Jackington will come in 3rd place, following a close 4th by Chuck Dixon. Do we have time for one more spears? Yes, we will, just barely. As number 7 spends the closest one out with a 3rd consecutive spears, leaving number 8 in the dust. So with Steve Wingman's victory, it's almost time for the main event. That's right, we're going to present the main event after we hear what the next. Now, this week's main event is dedicated to the lives who had lost during Hurricane Harvey in Texas and Hurricane Irma in Florida. And to all those who survived either or both of those hurricanes, well, we will dedicate this main event as well. We bring your best wishes for world peace and a brighter future for those lives and survivors of Texas and Florida. Alright, so let's get to it. Paul, who do we have for Week 17's main event? This week's main event, Brandon, will feature our returning champion, Jeff Nallis, Efron Kingsley, the Harshing Wiz, Johnny Lang, and Fred Harrison. We know that Jeff Nallis is the defending champion, but we know that Fred Harrison also won a Superstar Week. So he'll be battling for a 2nd Superstar Week honors. Let's see what happens here. Please start the race! And as you all know, this week's main event is presented by Dr. Pepper, a root beer that frightens all other fans in the NCAA, Chao Racing, and many other great sports. Supports fist-quenching greatness for all of your fans out there to make Dr. Pepper your root beer for memories to come. And for Chao, ready to eat the fruit, And it looks like Jerry Lane will have command in the lead, following in a close second by Jeff Now as he's right on his tail in second place. And who got the win toss for our main event? It's number 2 who got week 17's main event opening toss, presented by Dr. Pepper. And right now, number 8 is getting left behind in the competition on the way back. He's trying desperately to get back in this one. He's trying to catch up to number 7 in a hurry. Well, who will get speed versus number 2 as number 7 heads for a while? It is going to be made by Fred Harrison, who's fighting for his second Superstar Week on it because he has won earlier in the season. Right now it's Jerry Lang, and the crowd is chanting, Jerry, Jerry. They're cheering Jerry, Jerry all over again. They must have liked Jerry Lang, just like Jerry Springer. Anyway, number 8. Well, the next command is because he's trying desperately to get back in this one out of being left behind on the pack earlier in the race. Right now, it will be a miracle for Jeff Nels to have enough success in Week 17's main event, but I do believe he might end it in a failure. Well, there's always next time for the Success Kid at the Cowboy. Who got the next P-Muzz? It is number 1, Natsu, and now he is catching up to Fred Harrison and Efron Kingsley in a hurry. Number 8 is still way behind. He might need a couple more speed busts if he wants to get back in this one for sure this time. But let's head back to number 1, and look at that. He now has command on the lead over the 4th job because number 2 is pausing for one. And back with fun, Jerry Lang is trying to hold off Jeff Now in a hurry. What's going to happen when they get to the goal line? We'll find out soon enough. Next Spears belongs to Fred Harrison. That makes his second Spears race for the Lone Rider himself. And right now, number 7 and 8 are still battling for dear life all the way in the back of the pack. They're crying on the wall with no support at all from their fans. As the Lone Rider, who wakes up as now, takes back the back Spears. That makes 2 in a row by 2 in a row for number 1 and the Lone Rider, Fred Harrison himself. And it looks like Jerry Lang will be able to hold off Jeff Nels for the lead. Yep, it's going to be a failure for Jeff Nels this week, as number 1 continues his domination with the next command Spears, and number 8 is getting left behind the competition. Jerry Lang holds off Jeff Nels to secure Week 17 Superstar Week. So here we coming back. Well, we should have a celebrity charity series, so he'll be back in November. By the way it looks at it, yep, as number 8 will close on Spears for the men's portion of the race. So Jerry Lang will get plenty of luck because he'll be coming back around November because next month will be our charity tournament series. That's right, there's more something coming out. Do not go away.